What's going on, y'all? Yeah, just want to drop in on recent events. Um, yeah, my thoughts on, I will say, nonprofit for education. Okay, right quick. My thoughts on the situation with Kwame Brown and Tommy. I'm gonna see a couple of live streams. Um, I don't know how long I'm gonna keep this up. Yeah, I think I saw it on. I think I did an early live stream talking about last night's what I've been on and Mason and everything, and I think I've been on Ramil's panel, and I think I shared the video. He kept it up, and certain individuals on the panels talking about the situation. When you have guys like Kwame kind of stop the momentum of a certain individual we clown, I think last night in Thai Cities, he's on a tear for the mainstream in the sports world, but I believe that Kwame is doing the thing. Yeah, I'm watching the game right now, in the playoffs, and they ain't even talking about it, which is kind of interesting. But I am going to watch later of him and Devin George. I found that interesting, and I think my dad sent me a video talking about he had his own business and things like that. Yeah, it's pretty normal, man. Like that's just what it is. And I think the Lakers is got 12, Phoenix got 10. Yeah, Phoenix may win this game. I don't know. I'm picking the Suns. But all I'm saying is, so many words by Kwame Brown. Kwame was the one. Uh, Over the years, he was. I think he wasn't bullied. I mean, yeah, he was. He wasn't star potential. Yeah, he was a bust. He admitted it. But he was a decent role player. I think I made a couple streams on him before. Kwame Brown, his message was for the people. So you got actual brothers doing the work. Him and Devin George. I will see that stream, that hour stream he did. And I think he did one on Tommy as well, and it got cut off. And I don't know if I'm gonna able to see that, but I will later. I'm seeing a restream from yesterday's after stream from Kuda, and then I was in the stream in Kuda's later. But Ramil's stream was crazy talking about the subject, But a lot of people are, I won't say dick hosting for the other guy, the Pallet Gang. I mean, I'm so sick and tired. I mean, I don't really care for Tommy either because he's not gonna be over this channel, and I don't let him clout chase. He's over there. Okay, y'all can have him because Obsidian tries to use this argument, this lame argument in the live stream, trying to use Derek Jackson. Derek Jackson is irrelevant, sir. He's not even part of the space on YouTube like that. I mean, he's got a YouTube channel, but he's not even relevant over here. He's irrelevant. I respond to someone in the chat like, why you outside with a lame nigga that always talk about relationships and hate the MRA so much? That's why I call him the Oblivion. I don't even mess with him like that. 9 out of 10, you're gonna find out those dudes are fake as hell. And that's why I found out about certain situations from Wacky. We had panels about this stuff. Kwame is just speaking his mind like people been saying for years. So this ain't nothing new. Like I said, he took the talking points. No, he studied what Black Man in the Barbershop thought for years and years. And these dudes is talking about mainstream. Mainstream don't care about any of us. I mean, it's already damn near dying. They're desperate to get a dollar. Wait till the 4 years is up with Biden because he ain't gonna run again. Because the politics of the world works. It's like in circle. Now everybody's gonna get hijacked. I'm sorry to tell y'all. He's gonna have to struggle a little bit. That's just part of the game. But my thoughts on Kwame and Tommy Sotomayor is that I don't think it's no beef. It's just a little competition. But I don't think Kwame even cares. I don't think he entertains. He's probably gonna dress him one time and that's it. And Tommy's gonna fall off. So we already know that. So I'm not even worried. I mean, it's a little drama talking about. Then I was in another live stream with Auntie. There was a situation on platinums, and then this one girl said she was dropped down in the what you call it, in the bag. Platinum. We call him Platinum Spring over here. He he likes to play games, and that's what happens when you have co-ed panels and Auntie. And I think it was a few people unsubscribed to him. I know one subscribed to me. I know two individuals unsubscribed from Antes, man. But see, that's what happens when you have co-ed panels. It usually goes left. When it usually goes left, there's becomes more problems. So basically, you're just gonna have to look at it from that angle. So yeah. On switch on something for a second, but hold on, hold on, mute up. Okay, okay. Now, I'm good now. Okay. All right. All right. Sit still on the mic. Good. Yeah, I want to talk about that issue. Yeah, I think that issue with Kwame and Tommy is a big deal for most people in the space, but I don't worry about it. I let them go at it because that's gonna last for probably a week or the early month of June. It's something to talk about. We'll see who gets a million then, but Kwame's at 300,000 right now because he ain't had that many. And some people upset that he's getting that type of many views. Well, what one thing I could say is this is always something new. They try to say it's a flavor of the month. I think Mr. Research said that. Well, Mr. Research, man, what you say on that panel, man, was profound. And he kind of checked Mr. Fittinelli, man. Mr. Fitnall, we already know who that is. He got quiet when he said that. And then Ramil confirmed it. He was a follower. So Mr. Research is kind of popular, man. They said Alpha, I think Wisdom or something like that. Yeah. So yeah, man, it's just like you have topics like those, and I think Auntie did a decent job on handling the situation with the girl. What's her name? Let's see versus JX. JX is polarizing. She is a KS bot and a moderator. And something I learned from Ty City, he said if you don't have a wrench over at Kevin's, she could time you out and block you. That's why you don't see me over there in the chats. So it's kind of like she'll have a members only wall real soon. Let's just keep that in mind. I'm gonna predict this. If KS gets super big, like these white boys that have 99 million subscribers, like PewDiePie and all that stuff, and protected members only chats for trolls, they're not gonna stop trolling. Trolling has many forms, not just the chat, but super chat. But what people don't understand, JX is gonna do the same damn thing. She already got new gear and a microphone. The next step, she's gonna have to reveal herself. That's next. And most people predicted that. A lot of people try to say it's gonna be the men be famous. No, the women are gonna be popular. To me, I don't really give a damn. I mean, the women are supposed to do what they're supposed to do because that's mainstream. They supposed to send out a message. I don't know what's gonna happen with media. You know what I mean? Because this media is going to get bigger as well. So it's like it's going to be alternative. YouTube will always support alternative media because mainstream media it's not that huge. You know what I mean? I've learned something new every day about Kwame. He has a microphone, and oh boy, trying to say he don't. Dude, he has a microphone. I don't know if it's a Yeti or one of these basic mics he has, but we'll see. 9 out of 10, you're going to see guys coming like him coming and go. But Kwame is on message, but I think it's cool. What's going on, New? They love the big homie too much for her to have to cam up. Yeah, man, but eventually she's going to have to when she gets a members only thing. And I will promise you, somewhere around this summer or next year, It's going to happen because KS is too big. He lives in the state that I live in. He's in a city, but it's in Fulton County. I mean, the city of Atlanta. So everybody knows where he stays at. He can't hide. Ty City kind of aired that guy out, that little guy on the pallet thing again. I'm starting laughing. But that's what happens when you're in these industries, man. You got to be careful what you're doing because 9 out of 10 people gonna look at you like you're insane. So again, I mean, what you're seeing right now, it's a continuation. What's going on? Like Auntie has a co-ed panel. I know he came somewhat of the manosphere. Like I say, he came from Viper Pit. I met him from the Roger Report, but I always give him the nickname the Great Reset and then the Ruthless Nice One. Yeah. Auntie's gonna have to be careful, man. Like I think American Negro got upset and he called them ratchets, which is kind of funny. I know he was trolling. And, I think Auntie took his wrench and all that stuff and he timed him out and just, you know, I already know he unsubscribed, but the other one that did unsubscribe, I think he subscribed to me. I ain't gonna mention his name. Y'all know who he is. Yeah. About that situation. But it all started over at Platinum's. I think Platinum had to address a few things. I think he did decent, but it's sad. It's sad. It was sad, man. It was sad, like, but Auntie lost a few subscribers over it. This is what happens when you try to do it, but it's like a manosphere in content. So yeah, I want to address this right here. I just come over there and it's a hyena fest. American Eagle was cool. Yeah, he was cool, but you have to understand in the beginning, he was a mod over there for a while. But it all started with he mentioned the girl, let's see, like over the platinum shit. The platinum shit got so annoying, a lot of people just weren't gonna take it. And the problem is she had an issue with JX and calling her the baby and all this stuff, saying, all types of stuff, but JX likes to throw shots. And I think it was kind of awful. Let's see what Queen wrote. Was the hyena fest? Well, I wouldn't say it's a hyena fest, but yeah. And she had a headache. Okay. But yeah, man, it's just like the sad part about it is like Auntie has to go through that over Platinum's mess. But I think he was trying to defend Let's See, and I think certain men didn't like that. But I understand, Auntie's different. He's cool. I ain't got no problem. But I wish he would have watched that stream with damn, what's his name? Art of New Style. Yeah, Art of New Style. When he pulled that girl down that he knew, um, when she came at him sideways, that's when you have to do something. But he did the right thing. He said niggas are too emotionally invested in people they don't know. Yeah, that's common, man. That's the internet for you. No, you're not. No, you're not Queen. Facts new. Okay. Well, Bomb is. Yeah, she's over there right now talking. I had to leave because Kuda was on. He had like an hour live stream talking about what he saw about the Kwame and the topic. He had some good points. And I just came from Antiques, but I was watching both at the same time. I decided to just throw this one up. And yeah, man, it's just this Memorial Day weekend is kind of crazy, huh? Talking about, JX, and then she was going in on Ramil's, I guess it's a little payback. Now she jumped on Auntie's string. Yeah, she done took over his channel. I hate to say that about Auntie. She took over that channel. But the women don't like that. Bomb don't like that. And she's on the panel, which is kind of crazy. But she likes to fire. What did Kuda say? She always like drama. She likes to run into burning buildings. So, but we all in the sisterhood. Yeah. I don't do the celebrity jump. Yeah. Some people that's common. But I won't. Kwame is not a celebrity. He was a former ball player, but he tries to get some celebrity. He'll be a star, but I don't think he'll be huge. No, Kwame ain't gonna be Hollywood. I don't see that. KS, yes, but Kwame, hell no. Kwame's too rugged. He's he's got a long way to go. It's no diss to Kwame, but I'm not hating on the guy, hating on the brother, but you got to look at it for what it is. I mean, he's just one man speaking the truth. Yeah, a whole lot of shit was going on. What's going on, one G's? Yeah, it sure is. Um, I just stopped getting offended by y'all and getting all into these YouTube discussions. Yeah, that's what you got to do, Queen. I don't get offended at all when they say reckless stuff. I'm used to it. Years ago, I'll tell you a story about 1.0. The females back then were not as loud that you see now. They knew how to get rid of us. They just hit the flag button. When YouTube was fairly new back then, and Wacky always tell the story. They always challenged us, but we had that website that GenX.net that they created, he helped create it. Oh boy, they was pissed. And after that, we had like our own little space because YouTube was on that type of time back then. They still are today. They just change rules as they go. So yeah, man, it's crazy, man. But today, y'all more structured like the mainstream media. So we really can't say nothing to y'all now because of the censorship, especially on this site. Sorry to understand. So yeah, every woman ain't a sister, nude, no different than how y'all men do it. Every black man ain't a brother either, Queen. Yeah, y'all both have great points. I agree with that. And that's just the thing. I look at it like this. When I saw the content that Auntie was trying to produce, he was trying to make it co-ed, but the problem is when you have currently manosphere guys and a mix of non-manosphere guys, it usually goes haywire, especially in the chat. But Auntie's learning, I think he's trying to be like I hate to compare him to the Roger Report. The Roger Report is more co-ed. I'm going to hate to say this because I don't see him now. He supports all males and men, but if you look at his content, he does let women on. He has a rule, but the problem is he's about co-ed. He's the only one. That's why I met NT from, and he comes from that school of thought. You know, it's more structured because of Google Hangouts and StreamYard. Yeah, yeah, it is. But what the problem is, Google messed up everything when they added the AdSense and the partnership, and they're taking 30%. I heard that from Red Sings of Blues. It's a lot harder now. But I never said Brotherhood Queen. Okay, that's a response. Okay. People can't run other people's channels. No, they can't. I run my channel efficient. I don't let people dictate whatever. That's why you don't see JX over here. She's intimidated by me deep down because we always get into it on Kuda's panels. And I know her patterns because when I was on the other side, that's what she does. Because you got a lot of simps and betas over there. That's why I don't subscribe to her channel like that. She's on that relationship talk. Ty City told me very well, just stay away from her and just let her drown and she'll put her foot in her mouth. She ain't right all the time. Trust me. That's just dudes. They're going to get exposed if they follow her, if she does reveal herself. And if she's not who she says she is, you'll have Ty City and myself clowning. And you dudes pay for that. And she did it in a nice way. So she's very smart. I'll give her that. But that's just gonna run out. Somebody's gonna make you cam up. Now, she does look good. I'm gonna back off. I'm gonna be the first one to tell you on this channel. I'm gonna back off. She does look like those in those pictures because I gotta see it to believe it. My own eyes. Nobody on this channel can judge me. I just gotta see it, and I'll let me confirm it. And I'll be like, all right, and then I'll compare it to somebody from back then. But she has to be careful because a lot of dudes like the docs. And I think he took his wrench because of the doxing thing. I don't know if that was what happened to American Negro, but I feel sorry for dude, but he unsubscribed. Sorry, no. So Auntie lost like a few subscribers, so we already know. You don't have to say it new. We can tell who roll with who. Okay. Yeah, that co-host shit is a no-go, Queen. Yeah, it is. The co-host thing is kind of. I try not to have one. Yeah, you gotta do your own thing. Yeah, that's what I try to do over here. Um, I learn from others, and I have a platform that's catered to certain brothers and whatever, you know. But if a woman wants to come up and agree, but I usually don't let a lot of women on panels anyway. But if they're welcome to join, but it's not going to be on relationship topics and things like that. But the relationship topics, I think they're good, but sometimes I'm not the most skilled at that. You know, I had my past with those years ago in my 20s. I grew out of that. In my 30s now, I'm looking for enlightenment. I ain't worried about no relationship. It's kind of dead in this country, but I could talk about the criticisms, what's going on. And yeah, if you say she's smart, then you got to defend against bomb. She'll start arguing about cups. Well, yeah, she's smart, but I won't defend neither one of them. They both sound they're different. I don't care for neither one of them because what they try to see, one has talking points to that dude, you know, KS. I don't like his talking points. It don't make him right because what he did was he learned from BGS. I want everybody to have their own talking points. Stop using someone else's because over time people are going to check you for that. Because I remember 1.0, you gotta have your own talking points. See, one thing I don't believe is talking points because what happens is somebody's going to try to not respect you. It's kind of like the rap game. I try to stay away from that because talking points they lead to disaster. You know, because people say, "Oh, I made you," and this and that. I'm like, nah, I don't want to hear that. You know, because you ain't gonna give us credit anyway. We talked about this a lot, me and Wacky. So it dies off after a while. That's why Tommy's in trouble now. You know, nobody wants to hear what he got to say. You stole that from SWP. I can go on and on. But you know, I don't defend her on every point. I defend some things she does, but I don't defend her on the fuck shit she does. She does the same thing with Bomb does. Bomb is just she's just hating. You know, Bomb likes to hate. That's just normal. You know, that's why I don't go on her channel like that. I respect them two equally. Cause see what you gotta do with those females, they know who's who that acts weak in these spaces like these males. This is like DS once said, they sniffing out who's weak and they all over the space. So I let the women fight it out, you know. Jessica's a big girl. That's why Kuda calls her the big homie. She likes drama. So that's her thing. I can't do relationship talk. I'm in the wrong one to ask. Yeah, the same way. I don't do it either. Me and Ty City, that's one thing we agree on. It causes money problems and it fucks with you. Next thing you know, you're in a situation. That's what mainstream media promotes 95% of the time. Because the men don't have that foundation. Okay, I want to read this. I don't think the men should talk about relationships at all the time. Women do it, but I don't like to talk about them all the time either. Yeah, yeah, it gets overrated. What happens is when you get attached to a person in these talks, right? And even on TV, I've seen this in everywhere, in these reality shows and sometimes in the sports world you put your business out there. That's why the internet is so dangerous because a lot of times people take the risk. I mean, I wouldn't consider this as a dating app, but these panels is a great way to connect people. They just did one in Twitter. I have a Twitter account. It's a different name, but it's like entertainment. But you know, there's a lot of females and males try to get you to join the conversation, which is kind of weird. So they emulating what Google's doing. See, there every site is competing with this site. You know what I mean? The streaming era is not dying. I'm sorry. It's just I gotta see that replay with Zero again. What he's talked about that because I saw half of it thanks to Ramil because he was going at Taz. I'm gonna keep saying that. I'm gonna try to watch it and find some time. But yeah, man, it's just crazy. It's too emotional on YouTube. Yeah, everybody can be emotional at times. That's why I kind of cut certain people off. Yeah, exactly. I agree, LV. Our own conversation. Bomb is boss whether you like it or not. Yeah, she's the boss of that Viper sector. I don't mess with her. I mean, I'm neutral with her, just like Jessica. I just don't mess with them because I know how they can get. I know what their triggers are. I know how they get so powerful. But when men gets amped up and start arguing with them, you lose every time because they figure you out. See, they hang around a lot of us men too. That's the danger part. I try to stay away from the relationship talk and the sex talk. That's how they get you. So I don't play their games. I just let them kill each other like a coliseum. That's why I don't even care, and I just laugh and try to troll them to death. Because I already know what they're gonna say. Because they're gonna be biased to a certain gender or whatever. Or I would say people. I would say man and female, because most people can be biased. Now I can be unbiased in a relationship. I say both. But when you're too biased, that's when it gets political and be like, nah, I'm good. I just walk out of the conversation when it starts an argument. Because what I saw yesterday with Cass, she was drunk. I had to cut out at the end of it. I think I'm watching a replay of it now. And you start saying, yeah, Kuda, that was a decent stream, but stream is definitely not that. Yeah, exactly. Zero said the same thing. And the more people join these things, I'm start seeing it on Twitter. See, the first one was the Instagram Live. Instagram was the king of this type, FaceTiming people lives. They were the first ones. I know Blog Talk was the first one. It was minier, but the Instagram was the biggest. Then YouTube had it, the self streams, and then you do panel streams like the Google Hangouts, and now StreamYards and Zoom. These are for business and broadcasting, but now they add features. They get better and better over time. So yeah, man, I mean, it's a good look. So yeah, the Manosphere is on its way to be a little bit bigger, but it's a good concept. So, you know what I mean? Oh wow. It took the like away. Okay. Okay. I'm seeing here. Hold on for a second. Because I think something going on in here. Yeah, my thoughts on it. Yeah, Kwame Brown, yeah, and Tommy, that's a hot topic in this space. I think Kwame is just he just getting his fuel right now, so I ain't worried about it. So yeah, I know they took it away, but we cool. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to get my 2 cents. I think Tommy is just being who he is. So, okay, POF has it. Yeah. But Ty City, he just went off on that boy, man. Man, that's gonna continue. I ain't even worried about dude. Because he's got a strong defense force. I let him fall on that. It's no different. Like I said in my self live streams, you have fanatics, and Kwame don't have fanatics. He just got people that are supporters. I don't think they're fans, because a lot of people have been falling off, and that's just normal. But you do have the Tommy supporters. I don't think they're gone. It's just a lot of people, they do this all the time. They cut Tommy off. He don't care, but he gains more back. What's going on, she? And yeah, man, I'm just looking at it for what it is. Like, I'm not even worried about the situation. Auntie, he's my guy. He's cool. We're always gonna be cool. But man, I think he lost 2 subscribers today. But I'm not surprised. I mean, that's part of the game. I mean, you deal with it, you live through it. I've lost so many each year before I did this type of concept of YouTube, and that's what you gotta not worry about. You know what I mean? Because 9 out of 10, most people, they're looking for clicks, and that's just the thing. You know, I don't really care at this point, because 9 out of 10 people is just gonna see what they're gonna see. So we gotta understand that most people just in it for different reasons. So yeah, and that's what we're here for. Like, that's what it is. But people's in the box. Yeah. Do y'all think Tommy can keep going like that forever? He'll go to be a tired. Well, Tommy's not gonna last a long time. Tommy is just a guy that's been doing this type of stuff for years. He'll eventually, since he's got OnlyFans, he's not gonna last forever. He's just gonna fall off and just be in the dust. Yeah, he needs the money, but he's actually kind of clout chasing in a way. But really, I don't care for him or neither. But since he's teaming up with Angry Man, see, Angry Man knows Kevin. Tommy was looking at Kevin. A lot of people say he's hating. I don't think he's hating. He has a point to be upset. But here's the thing about Tommy. Tommy and his little weak fans, these little, like I said, fanatic bots, send him stuff about Kevin. So he didn't know who he was. And when Kevin blew up, Tommy just, like he normally does. And now he tried to do the same thing with Kwame. Kwame's different. Kwame will respond, but he won't respond as much after this, but Tommy won't last. I mean, Angry Man's not gonna go against Kwame for one. That's between him and Tommy. That's gonna die out. That's just something to talk about. Yeah. Yeah, he's gotten a breakdown. Tommy has fanatics for sure. Yeah, his fanatics are one of the worst. Because I know from experience, I used to subscribe some of his content, and then his channel got deleted, and I stopped messing with him after that. But after that, he's not somebody I would care to talk to. Yeah, with a combo. Yeah, Angry Man, he has the right to complain. He's teaming up with Tommy, and I think Obsidian threw a shot at him at the Ramil. Ramil hit 1,000. That's the second time he done hit 1,000. He said out of the box. I told you, man. Ramil's for that entertainment, man. He's just looking at it for what it is. So I don't understand why people don't get it, but he was trying to get their numbers up. So the Kwame and the Tommy thing, man, no wonder why. I think most of the people were Tommy fans in the chat I saw. That's why he got 1,000 in the box now. Now Ramil normally, I'll tell you how he starts. He starts out 15 to 40 in the box. Then he goes up to 89 to 100. But when people come in, it's 200 in the box, midway to the stream, right? He'll start out, I'll say 400 max when people are in there, right? He always have 400 in the max. But when he gets to a certain level, now I'll give you an example. Platinum always have I would say about 70 to 80 to 100. I'll say 70 to 100, right? Some of those followers of Platinums is Ramil's followers, right? Ramil's followers do go listen to Platinum. It's a fraction that becomes like a 600, 700 out of the box because they love Ramil. I know certain guys that love Ramil. And I noticed that took his views down. And he did it twice when Ramil keeps streaming. I told you, Ramil is going to get 10,000 before you know it, probably before the year is out. And then next year, he's going to probably be in the 20,000. This is my prediction to him because content, what he does, he gets big names. See, he's off and on YouTube. Ramil's a professional. People don't give him his credit for that. Yeah. Yeah, because he's cool with Tassie and everybody, and he's cool with Kevin. He's cool with Angry Man. He tries to stay out of it, but he does support the manosphere, though. So, yeah, he cooks people when he has to. Everyone is sharing subscribers. Yeah, I would say everyone, but it depends on. Now, the mill, I know with Platinum, I would say I'll say about 90%. I'll say 90% share. Rest of them not so much. When you talk about gender, no. But Big Shay, I think Big J shares subscribers from Wacky. Yes, say that. Here it's a little different. I ain't reached that far yet. Ramil actually does shit offline though. Yeah, he does. He does. And he has a Patreon. He has a life. He takes care of everything. But the thing about Ramil is you got to look at him like this. It's like a business to him. So he's got multiple streams of income. He talks about financial stuff. The fuck shit gives him the most money. He knows that. That's what YouTube's about. But he does it on purpose to get you to think, is this viable? He'll hit you with the questions, but the panelists that he got, I don't really care for. I try not to be on a lot of panels of his because he has a certain way of doing things, which is cool. People don't like that. Yeah, he has open panels, but Ramil's more entertaining. That's the thing about him. You look at his streams for what it is. I don't take that shit seriously. Now, like I said, with Art of New Style, what he did with Old Girl,
It was hard. It was the hardest thing he ever did. And I told him, no, you did the right thing. She came at you, man. And he had a nice topic about the warrior woman or something like that. I mean, that string lasted what, 8 hours? I'm like, damn, that was going in. Facts. And yeah, but you get your points across. What happened with Art? Art's cool. I'm talking about Art, a new style. He had a situation with a female that he was cool with, and then she was going through something, and then she tried to, cuss him out and flame him. But I understand what she was trying to do, but she was going through some things. But it's sad. But it's sad though. Um, it happens every now and then. But that's the first time he ever took a person's wrench. So he's capable, but he had to drop her down. But most people wouldn't have think he wouldn't have did that, but he had to. So when he started having women on panels and stuff, having discussion topics like these, trying to move forward, um, it gets very difficult, because you're in a time of transition. And see, KS is getting popular. People's changing their formats. Just like Zero said, when the women came, things switch. And you got some people do want relationships, and you got other males that they don't want relationships. So it's a tug of war. Some people's for enlightenment, some people's for relationships, some people just want a bit of both. So art's in good hands. I'm still subscribed to him though. Yeah, 6 out of the box today, but yeah, man, like I'm not even worried. I'm not even worried. And get this going. It's for something. Do something real quick. I'm gonna pin it first. Yes, pin. Okay, if y'all want to discuss whatever, but yeah, I'm gonna keep talking if no one comes up. I just want to have that discussion about Kwame and Tommy. It's a light situation. I heard about it yesterday because I was in streams with Kuda, the platinum after stream that he did, and then I was in the stream with Rashawn. I took a shower. We had a good build with New, shouts out, and Black Wolf. That was a good one. I think I shared it. Yeah, and then I did the for record TV. Ty City was going in. He was acting a fool. Um, he went in on old boy, man. It's a good thing. But basically, um, I'm good, man. Like, I think I was after that stream, I did the Ty City and I waited on that. I was 2 hours. And then I was in the stream with Mace because I was in the comedy hour with DS1. They went in on Gino, man. They lit his ass up, boy. You know, and that's just it. I think me and Mace talk about something similar. And I think they become good because Mace is really he's really good. I mean, his content is getting good. I mean, I think Jerome told me to hop on there. I talked to Jerome last night. What we was talking about? I think we was talking about the media, feminism, and all that stuff, and we talked about that for an hour. So yeah, it's pretty good. But that's how they went down with it. So yeah, man. Ah, damn, I had like 6 out of the box just now. And it goes down to 4, probably more views after that. But yeah, I'm getting better. So yeah, man, it's just getting good. Okay. But yeah. Yeah, man. It's just some things you gotta do. What you gotta do, man. Just do your own thing. I have no issues with those individuals, MT and I think Platinum. I hope they resolve that, man. I mean, they're good dudes, man. I mean, Platinum's for entertainment. NT has a mix of the manosphere in him and some of the entertainment side as well. He's well balanced. He tries to be different, but it's hard when you have dudes from the space and then you have a balance of, the women from other parts of the world or have a joint like panels. But Auntie knows what he's doing. I think he wants to build his channel a certain way. I salute him. I don't tell him what to do. He's his own man. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the Roger Report to me. That's more of a comparison I can give. Let's see. Mace has a sports channel. Yeah, his sports channel should be bigger than it is. I'm gonna try to be on his panels more, and I can talk about sports because I'm looking at this game right now with the Suns and the Lakers, and I mean, Lakers just hit a three. The Suns, they got 44, so it's a close game. Yeah, I think the Suns may get them. It's the second half. I mean, second quarter, first half. I have 3 lives, 1 panel, and I get thoughts out. Queen, okay, you tell us Queen. Okay, okay, what's up, Stingray? Stingray, cool. True. Okay, you must be a new person. Okay, yeah. Yeah, man, it's just like I'm not even tripping. When I first heard Kwame was going in on those dudes, man, that's how it started. I mean, was it wrong for them to talk bad about him and he didn't know his other family? Yeah, it was wrong. I mean, some people say it's wrong for him to go at those guys. I would say a little bit, but he did what he did. He did what he did. I mean, Kwame, I understand where he's coming from. I know he's from Brunswick, Georgia. That's like outside from Atlanta. I know I live in Cobb County, but he's in the same state I am. But he let you know, man, he's not having it. And he said, I've been cooking dudes, but they say he made guys in the locker room laugh. I will see that stream he did with Devin George, and they explain who he is. He has more. See, I'm learning about his channel too. I'm looking at his shit now or his old shit. I'm gonna eventually take that the next month and take a look at his channel way more than Manosphere content. So yeah, I'm gonna look at his content way more for now. Because when I subscribe to him, he has some good content. But you got people just supporting him, man. I mean, he's getting his views. I predict he's gonna get 400 or more on this channel because I talked about him a few times. But that's a good thing. So yeah, Kwame is standing on what he stands on, and then I think he made a couple of dudes apologies. I think he made Jack and Charlemagne apologies, which is funny to me, but they came at him first, so Kwame was gonna tone it down, whatever. But Matt Barnes, I think that's personal. Matt said a lot of shit with the Gilbert Arenas. That kind of fucked with him at the end. So it kind of really messed him up, And the Stephen A. Smith, that's personal. I don't think he's gonna amend that. But the Tommy wants to be on his coattails. I do agree with some people say that, but Tommy's done. He's washed up. Nobody should listen to him. I didn't like what he did over at Bernie Povage's. You know who I'm talking about, Bernard Riley. That shit's a shit show. Yeah, he's building views. I agree. He's definitely building views. I'm gonna keep it up. He's building views. Kwame's doing it for a certain purpose. Like I said, like he's trying to enlighten brothers, not just the space, but he's helping dudes understand that's what they treat you in mainstream media. It's the same thing being said in the locker room. I need to see that stream with him and Devin George, what they talk about. It's the same thing. They big up stars like LeBron and them. And the problem is that's what the media have you. But you got to understand, guys like Kwame, that was a first overall pick, that's not a superstar, is telling you they treat everybody like shit except for LeBron and the guys that get praises on the media, which is true. So he's telling the truth. So I kind of agree with his assessment. Tommy, a little bit, but Tommy takes it too far. He's so passive aggressive. That's why I try to leave him alone and let him put his foot in his mouth. That's how you do Tommy. Tommy's one of them dudes you just want to leave alone. Let him hurt himself. Kind of like what I do with Mr. Fittinelli and them other individuals. I let them be in the burning fire. I'm gonna laugh next month and this summer about these dudes, man, because you can't worship one man. especially a man that live in the state that I live in, but he's in a different county, so we already know. I ain't gonna mention his name. Like again, like we already know. Ty C done lit his ass up on fire, man. Yeah, but yeah, man. I just put it out there. But I think the biggest thing about Kwame Brown is like he he just came out of nowhere and just took old boy shine, man. Like that's a good thing. I think people kept using his name way more because he was about to get a million. Kwame will get 400 before you know it. I predicted that on this channel. I did some content on him. I'm guilty of this too, but I support the man because I love basketball and everything. But outside, he got his own business. He don't work for nobody, which is kind of cool though. But the mainstream media will try to pressure him to buy him out. You know what I mean? Give him a media and a podcast. I don't think uh Kwame get the podcasting like that. I just don't see him uh get gear like that. But I do know he has a microphone. He started from scratch, but he's gonna get better. I mean, he ain't like no celebrity or anything. He'll be somewhat like a damn. I gotta compare him to somebody in the sports world. Like a Kenny Smith, like a shit. Kind of like a Gilly, kind of like a Stephen out not Stephen, Devin Wade, someone like that. You know, because if he had a studio like Devin Wade and Gilly the Kid, oh my God, he'll destroy these dudes. But the way he interviewed Judge Joe Brown, that's good. But now he's interviewing role players in the NBA. Yeah, you know, she said Star gave him a game. Yeah, yeah. But Star is a shock jock. He's got gear and microphones. He don't need no support or no co-host. Star's a troll. But what Star does, he trolls rap artists that ain't shit and they ain't tough in real life. And some people say, why is he doing this? He gets paid to do it. So you got a lot of people know what they're talking about in broadcasting. Then podcast is just audio. You're just actually helping others. I just see people for who they are, man. Like when you look at different content besides the manager, like I do, and I have a lot of subscriptions. Okay, my subscriptions is probably up in the 380 something or 90 something, right? I listen to different people. I listen to different content. I listen to music. I listen to who I listen to. Damn near everybody. I know everybody's streaming now, so I know platinum streaming. I don't get I think it's 391. I got most. I added some. I subscribed a few pages. Yeah, man. And that's what it is. But yeah, man, I'm just gonna keep it up. And I'm subscribed to Daquan Wiltshire and all them dudes. But yeah, yeah, I get it done. It's just like with me, I don't see when people get emotional about it, but I know people's in different streams and whatever. But sometimes you could just see what's going on. But yeah, everybody don't know that I have this channel, so I'll let them know in the future about the panels and stuff. But I've had panels before. But I watching this game, man. I mean, the Suns, they trying to stay in it. Tommy's just a life upon himself, man. Like he's just another individual that got exposed. But Ramil, it was some Tommy supporters in there. It was a balance of both. Obsidian tried to derail the conversation. He was there to spectate and typical style. He did that when Platinum was on GC's panel. I was on there, and this is who I was on the other side. Um, they brought up that interview with him and Tommy clowning Platinum, right? And then Platinum ran off of there, and the individuals I was cool with, they just wanted to do that to see, you know. And it's getting sad, but I'm kind of agree with Ty City, man. Like, yeah, and I learned a lot from his channel, and I think Kudos. I get a feel that he was cool with those people, and then you don't know the other side. You learn a lot from the modern day manosphere. That's what you learn from. Even though I've been here in these spaces longer, but Alpha Male, I mean, aka Alpha Male Wisdom, Mr. Research, had to check Mr. Fittinelli, man. You don't know him like that. He ain't been in these spaces that long. But see, what people don't understand, he used to be an Obsidian follower for years since 2016. Thanks to shouts out DS1, he broke him down. He was a follower. He mentioned that in his recent streams, but that's why Obsidian's there. That's why you saw, I think, Game Changer. Yeah, you saw him up there, and that was it. You know, Ramil was cool with Mr. Research. I didn't know that he knew his stuff, which is incredible. I think I'm a year older than Ramil. But yeah, man, Kwame Brown, man, he's just those dudes, man. Like I support. I can't believe the Knicks lost today. I mean, this series is probably over. I think the Knicks should win one more game. And Atlanta made it looks official. I think Atlanta is going to probably win the series because they both got equal coaching. And the problem with the NBA like itself, I can't believe they just beat them 113-96. It wasn't even close. But the mere fact that it's halftime, and I think the Suns got 54 points. Lakers got 50. Yeah, the Suns was trying to get another W, man. Like, I think I'm gonna watch the Nets at 7 o'clock. Yeah, because I ain't gonna keep the stream up too long. But if anyone wants to come up, if it's an hour mark, because I'll cut it off around 6 o'clock or whatever. But if not, but that's cool. I'll see where this stream's going. Because if it's 7 o'clock, I don't know. If we want to talk longer, that's fine. But yeah, what y'all got to say on the top? I pinned the link in the chat, and I pinned it. If y'all want to come up and talk, or if not, that's cool. Because what I'm seeing right now is like, I'm on this type of time, but seeing replays of the stream, it's kind of crazy. But yeah, Cat went off yesterday. Yeah, today's stream, I just want to throw it up, my thoughts on it, what's going on, recent events. But Auntie, man, keep your head up, man. You be all right. It's part of the game. You may lose subscribers or two. That's just part of it, and I don't really care at this point because most people can be inconsistent with you, and they try to say it's a dead channel. My channel is not dead, sir. A channel is in different moments. I can put self live streams if I want to. Live streaming on panels can be saturated, but it's only get better if you have the sound quality and better and all that other stuff. But people do panels now, and and people do super chats and all that other stuff. Everybody's sitting remote. I'm gonna see what's on the ground. I know people love these live streams, but man, it's crazy at the moment. Yeah. Yeah. I had 6 out of the box today and went down to 3, but you know how it is. Yeah, man. I don't know if she's subscribed or. Yeah. Let's talk about Kwame and all them other dudes. But yeah, it's part of the game. Gonna see what I'm gonna do in a minute. Yeah, I had to turn on something for a minute. Yeah, man. I'm on fire with the stream. So, I ain't worried. But Auntie, he's going through probably a difficult time. Like you got all those women on your panel like that, want to dictate whatever. It's kind of like the Viper Pit. I think he's used to that type of environment. I mean, no diss to the Viper Pit. I mean, a lot of people like Bomb and all that. You know, I'm not a fan of that. Like they can have that because you got a lot of them troll too. But I think the good thing is like if you like that kind of type of content, that's great. You know. But they was going in on China White. I'm tripping off of that. Mahogany and China White. Now that was interesting. China White was going at Mahogany. Uh, that's gonna be another stream that she probably ignores them. We'll see a clip of that. Auntie's got them lit ass panels in the chat. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna unsubscribe to Auntie. I'm gonna see more fucker. I'm just gonna be nosy and just be in the chat. You know, I'm not gonna be on panels. If I do, we'll talk about it. But it was a good topic. He did have Trinity time travels. I think he did have Trinity time travels. I don't know what happened there. I guess they got tired of Auntie. You know, they done told, you know, how women stick together. But yeah. Yeah, if y'all want to come up, you know, because almost gonna hit the hour mark. Because I ain't got much to say about the Kwame and the Tommy thing because Tommy is just one guy. He's irrelevant. I don't care for him. And he's not welcome on this side because I'm not going to entertain the BS. Because he's going to wait till you get big and I'm still going to let him on. You have to play it smart. Because he destroys panels. He's a derailer. I saw that in Ramil when they was questioning Ricario and his wife. These dudes need to stop doing that. It makes us look bad as men. So that's why I don't support those dudes no more. They show their hand. This is why Aaron Fountain puts the mirror on them. And that's just a fact. I'm sorry to say that. Wacky said it best on the stream in the comments, self live stream. You have to be careful what you do on here, man. I don't care who you are. Yeah, man. That's all I gotta say. I'm just, you know, but y'all can come up. I mean, there's the StreamYard link is pinned and do what you gotta do. Yeah. See something for a minute, audio. Yeah. See what the new comments. I like smaller content creators, as you can tell. New, I know who got the juice. Yeah, they're usually good. I mean, sometimes I listen to small content creators myself. So the biggest ones I listen to is I think Daquan Wiltshire. He's like the biggest, and the second biggest is $1 million worth of day. $1 million worth of gain. That's Gilly and his cousin Wallow, and then the other one is Devin Wade. It's only a handful. But the ones big content creators like the Manosphere, I kind of stay away from. But I didn't know Big Truck had like 73,000. He had 73,000, man. That's a lot of fucking subscribers. I found that out on Social Blade. I mean, he's funny on Ramils, but I think most people would understand that when you have content, you can provide anything. So, you know, news being silly. But yeah, man, like, you know, I just try to do this. You know, shouts out to Kwame Brown, man. It's no hate. Um, he's doing his thing. I will check out that video in a watch later with him and Devin George. My dad says pretty good. I'm gonna watch the whole thing after I get done with this or whatever. Because it's getting ridiculous at this point, beefing with individuals and things like that. But I think JX, she likes that. What did Kuda say? She always liked the burning buildings. She just always running into a burning building. She don't even care. She can be a little petty sometimes. People think she's condescending in my mind, but in my mind, I don't think she's condescending. She is who she is. She has a track record, and yep, yep, typical Pisces. They're always in their head. That goes for male and female. But I won't say this on Twitter. I follow one right now. That's a model, and she's fucked up in the head big time. I try not to diss them in anything, but I think Pisces, they're decent people. Like I have a cousin that's a Pisces, by the way. I think his name is De'Aaron. De'Aaron, De'Aaron loves martial arts. He always want to do the extreme. He tried to what did Kuda said, capoeira, that martial arts, yeah. He tried to do it. It was a flip. I forget what it's called. And his cousin, I mean, not his cousin, his brother is a Capricorn, right? He said, Darren, that's dangerous. You have to learn how to flip properly if you watch those videos. Kwame say some real moist comments upon review. Pause. I don't know about that. But okay, I don't pay attention to his comments. I mean, y'all can say what y'all want, but he has his message. I'm not defending his comments though. Oh, so you do that? Yeah, yeah. I have a cousin that tries to get into that. It's a certain type of flip that he wanted to do. It was years ago. It was back in I think 2009, 2010, something like that. But yeah, yeah. I don't know about that. Kwame's comments. Most people try to say it's moist, but I don't know. I haven't heard. I don't watch all his videos like that, but I'm learning about what he says. But at this point, he's a hot commodity. He's kind of competing in these spaces, trying to get those followers up. So I ain't worried about people that praising Kevin as a god. I don't really care at this point because you got a lot of fanatics, man. I'm not a fan of fanatics. I'm a supporter. I'll support you. I'll support you. But a fanatic is one of the worst. They usually destroy panels in these spaces. And I can tell by going to certain live streams, I just pay attention to details, what they do, and people, how they act on panels. See, when I join a panel, I listen and then I speak. And sometimes but Kuda's just for entertainment purposes. I was listening with him and then I listened again. I was like, what? Yeah, yeah, he could be out there, but he ain't from Atlanta though. He's from Brunswick. I mean, y'all can have your viewpoints. I mean, I respect him. Don't get me wrong. I'm not defending what he says, but some people think they're moist. But no, when you attacking Matt Barnes, it is what it is. Matt is weak. Matt is not tough. Y'all need to get off they nuts because they don't care nothing about y'all in real life either. Kwame is exposing for what they are. Y'all gonna see one day. I'm gonna tell y'all something in the chat. Y'all gonna see one day when you got guys like Kwame Brown exposing these mainstream dudes like that. And if you ever decide, I don't know how old you are, but if you have people in your family wants to be ball players and stuff, they're gonna attack them, man. That's just part of the game. And I know people say, yeah, it's jokes. It's not jokes. It becomes the fan bots like to talk shit. That's not jokes. Jokes is when you joke. It's like talking shit, but it's how you say it. And then when you took it for 20 years, you think he's not gonna clap back. No, you're gonna get punched in the mouth, man. Like where I come from, you get hurt. You gotta take a lick or two. I mean, jokes is the same way. But but that's what it is. But yeah. Let me see what he says. I don't trust none of these bootlicks. Yeah, I would say the top players, but role players, I don't consider them bootleg though. They're pawns. They don't last long in the league. But guys like LeBron, yeah, you can say that because he has a bootleg tattoo and all that stuff. Yeah, they're all false idols. Yeah, I would say that. Yeah. Now Kwame's different. He went against the grain, so they kind of boot him out the NBA. So I would consider him that, but I don't worship the guy. No, I support his message, what he's talking about. But if he does change, if he does flip and actually know the real truth how society works, that's on him. I wish him well. But it depends on your outlook. because 9 out of 10, you can't just be focused on one thing. Because I think he's gonna move off of Matt Barnes eventually and Stephen A. Smith. I'd say he's talking about everybody. Well, YouTube loves drama, but if he has a group of people that has the truth, he knows that's a revolutionary move. They don't want him to speak the real truth. They just want to cut him off and take him down. So I'm not even bothered by it, at this point, because YouTube ain't even about brotherhood anymore. Because I've learned that from 2012 with this channel. This channel was designed for that in a way, but it went south when I had the Manosphere points in back in the old days when we was, what did Zero say? We typed in the chat with long paragraphs of comments. That's when things got real, and after I left in 2014, found a job and learned how that was and came back, it's a different ball game. So that's what happened. But all right, salute ism. But yeah, man, like you just got to do what you got to do, man. And that's what it is. I just take care of my end, because I look at it like this. When you look at Kwame, he understands, and I think a lot of players are tired of these media idols too. You got false idols everywhere. I want to address what Leonard de Yahoo said. Yeah, they're all false idols, and that's in any organized sports. Like you're looking at what's about to come, and like you come seeing these spaces, they are crazy, man. But the thing about it is, man, like I really appreciate people exposing that, man. Like, it's going to continue. I mean, this is just the beginning. I mean, the summer is going to be off the charts. But we'll see what's going to happen in the future. So, and yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm just looking at the game. I think the Suns is up. I think they got 56 and Lakers got 50. Yeah, the Suns trying to stay in it because they don't want to be 3-1. So, I'm looking at this replay, man. Kuda, that was a lit after string. But yeah, man. That's great, man. But yeah, man. I mean, NT, man, keep your head up. My advice to him, keep your head up, man. Don't let people dictate your channel. I mean, if you want JX on your channel, that's cool. I see it everywhere. I see it over at Ramil's, Kuda's. The only place you don't have a wrench at is a certain individual that don't care for women that much. So I already know he calls them domestic reptiles, but but I ain't gonna get into him. He's irrelevant. So yeah. Oh man. So that's good, man. Like, that's good. Oh man. Lakers is a mess. I'm not even a Lakers fan. I know my dad's tripping right now. He's a Lakers fan. I mean, LeBron's doing decent, but he ain't 100%. Man. Oh, they missing AD. He's out with a sore knee. I forgot. That's a W. That's a W. That's a W. Yeah. I forgot. Damn. AD had a sore knee. He's always hurt. Injury prone, man. Like, I can't get with the Lakers, man. It's just like I predicted, man. Why does Tom Brady win a championship, like kind of like this year, right? And then LeBron doesn't win one when he was with the East. I never understood that. I think they're friends on the low, man. The refs ain't gonna help him win this. No, the refs help every player that they get bought by. I believe the players on the refs pay them off. If it's a players league, like my man said, I used to listen to Colin Cowherd. He used to say that, and at first I didn't know what he meant by that, and it makes sense now, man. They got all these money backing. I tell you that unionized sports, man. These refs are getting paid, and I think KD let it slip up. one time, and they told him to be quiet about it. But that's what he was with the Warriors. But most people want to see Brooklyn and Philly in the Eastern Conference, but I'd rather see the Bucks and the Sixers. The Bucks is more complete. But hey, I mean, Brooklyn's got the championship experience. Philly does too. You got two that came from LeBron last year, and the other ones came from LeBron when he was at Cleveland. The other one was with Golden State. So it's going to be interesting. But the coaching is going to matter. I think Philly should take them to 6 games if they play the Bucks or the Nets, or it could be a game 7. That's going to be a series. The next round, Philly's going to sweep Atlanta. New York's got to win the game or take it to game 7. But I would love to see the Knicks and the Sixers play instead of the Hawks. But I'm not a Knicks fan, but what can you know? Yeah, we talked about a little bit of Kwame Brown, related to basketball matters. I know he's probably watching the game right now, but I know he's live. He's getting his bag, man. Go ahead and get it, bro. That's cool. But yeah. I think Kuda's gonna do a stream later. I think he's gonna do a stream later. I don't know when he's gonna do it. I think he's gonna talk more about it. I don't know if it's gonna be like a third shift or Memorial Day shift. But the thing is, I think he's gonna go in depth on this as well. But I'm just putting my 2 cents in. I think people should not worry about those two because Tommy is going to be irrelevant in a couple of weeks. He's trying to get that money. They say, yeah, that too, but Tommy's irrelevant. He's getting left. But the Anger Man, him, I don't know, man. That's a nice collab too. I think it was on Bernie's show. I don't go over there no more because I didn't like what he did, try to derail it. But go ahead, Tommy. I say he's always welcome his face. Well, y'all welcome him too much. He's gonna flip the tables. I just let him be. But I cannot wait till Ty City come back, man. Ty City's on fire, man. I can't wait till the first stream he does. I don't know what he's gonna talk about, but he's gonna air out some individuals. Yeah. I think Mace. That panel with Mace last night was good to me. So, I think he had a topic. I want to look it up. Hold on. I think I was in a piece of that stream first half. I don't know if he did it. Let me see. Let me look at my history log. I'm doing something right now. I'm multitasking. What's that stream he did? Okay. He said, why weak simps worship baby mamas? He said, weak ass simps worship baby mamas. Well, if you watch that stream, I was on his panels. Shouts out to Mace. I mean, go support the brother, man. I mean, he needs at least more subscribers, but I'll be on his panels more often. But shouts out to Mace, man. Mace is a good dude. He don't get the credit that he does. I mean, we both agree on the sports thing. Like, it's cool. But shouts out to him, man. Like that brother's trying so hard to be at the top. I met him through the Roger Report as well, just like A&T, man. This dude will be fine. We had a good discussion talking about the simps and things like that. Well, they're begging. For one, you have to look at media, what's out there, and you just see what's out there. Me and Jerome talked about it probably like an hour and a half. I had to go off and see what DS1 was talking about. They was cooking Gino, man. What they call him, Pino? I bet Kuda was laughing the whole time. Yeah. So what they call them? Pino. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, they was clowning dude. But yeah, man. Yeah. Let's see what's going on. Everybody's in the chat, man. It's only 5 right now, so yeah, everybody's streaming today. I mean, Sundays is whew, it's full of streams. Boy, they on fire, man. Everybody's on fire today. I think Platinum is still going. Auntie's still going. Perfect time. I said, oh, well, I'm coming at the right time. Shoot, I'm good over here. Yeah, man. Ty City, man. For the Record TV. Shouts out to y'all again. I share your stuff. Ramil, you guys is all right with me. So yeah. On finish watch the rest of this game, man. Like I just want to just say something about Kwame and the Tommy situation. It ain't really much. Um, I'll stream again probably. I'll say like the next month. I'll schedule on the topics I'm gonna put out. But you know what I mean. So with that, I want to shout out everybody that came through. Um, She We Here, Sir Ism, Lenar Del Yahuda, New, known as Shaka Nulu, Queen of the South, She We Here, Stingray Cool, welcome newcomer. Who else? I think that's it. So with that, I just want to say peace and shalom.